Good day. Ira Epstein with your weekend update. And this update is for your financial markets on this Friday. And we are at the 25th of March, 2022, and getting on 6 p.m. Central Time-ish now. So as we look at the markets, what an interesting week. The market is now talking about two 50-point rate hikes back-to-back, starting with the next Fed meeting. So we've gone from, hey, are they going to just do a quarter? Maybe they'll occasionally do one. The market's pricing in 250 basis point hikes and as much as, 2.5% points overall over the next Fed round of tightening. And what is the stock market doing with it? It continues to rally. I mean, if you were to ask most traders, the market is going to see a lot of rate hikes. Interest rates are going up. The market would probably be breaking on that news and the opposite. And part of it is the market's looking through that and says the economy is that strong. I don't know if it's that strong. We'll find out in time. But right now you don't fight the charts, and the charts are at an interesting point. Let's get to that point. When we take a look at the E-mini S&P, you're up 3.86% for the week. Nice rally. Didn't even make it back to going to, so far at least, the 18-week average of closes. And by the way, this is a monthly chart. If I said weekly, I'm sorry. This is the monthly. So you're finishing off, at least so far, you've got just a few days next week where you've gained nearly 4% for the month. On the weekly chart, you've rallied back into the old-time resistance point of the 18-week average. Now, when you were in a bull trend, it was not uncommon that you'd slip back to it, challenge it, and keep going. Now that you've had this big decline, if it's going to hold up the way that it typically does, you should roll over from here and back down. Doesn't mean I'm going to be right, but that is what these markets tend to do. When you're in a bull market, you can see these parts. Are you in a bear market or not? That's going to be the big question. When we look at a weekly bar, you've got a pattern now of higher lows, higher highs, bullish. The market has rallied into the resistance and closed over the 18-week average. That part is bullish. If one were to buy here and on a weekly chart have a stop, they'd have to have a stop under 41.38. That's a heck of a big break. You're talking 400 points. I think that's too big for most traders. Where could the market go? Well, the next target, just in Bollinger Bands, would be the 4,800 level. That's right at contract highs. Do you think the current environment is worthy of contract highs? That will be the big question. I don't. As a fundamentalist, as a chartist, I've got to scratch my head and go, look what it's done. At the end of the day, I have a market that's got momentum up. You're into the resistance of the 18-week average, bias up and trend up. In the industrials, it is the same picture. Momentum up, higher lows, higher highs, right into the resistance. So I'm getting a common picture that this is a resistance zone. In the past, when markets have been above the 18-day average, you look for these challenges. This market widened out the Bollinger Bands. If it goes to the upper band, you're going to make contract highs. I don't think it's going to do that. So I'm still thinking this is going to be the resistance zone. But you're not getting sell signals. That is the common theme. The market, you recognize the chart's bullish. You're not getting sell signals. Do you want to follow the buy signals? Big problem. NASDAQ, right into the resistance, 14,975. So I look at the market. I see plenty of reasons because you came up this week. You broke the pattern of lower highs, lower lows. I predicted to you last 2 weeks that you would find support at the combination of the Bollinger Band, the 100-day average. If you don't believe me, go to those videos. They're there on YouTube. The question is, if you clear that high, where are you going? And the 18-week average is the logical idea, and you're into that zone right now. In the Russell, this is the one market I kept saying I don't want to be short, but there's another reason. Look at the 100-week moving average close. I'm so used to the daily charts. You're sitting here at a support level that held. But I also look at the resistance point. I'm going to stay with what I think. I think you're in an important resistance point. I think the market has defied gravity, but I think gravity will come back and pull all things to it. And I think that all these fundamentals are not the most bullish fundamentals that you could see out there. Here's the reason. Look at the bond market. I mean, you just keep adding to the size of interest. In other words, it keeps ratcheting up. And that's important. Look at the 10-year. Now, I'm the first to tell you, when you're under a Bollinger Band, no, I teach my traders, you don't want to be short under Bollinger Bands, okay? The market's got a thrust that it just came from, the 129 level roughly, all the way to 121. That's 8 full points. You know it just keeps adding interest rate every day, but I don't get caught up in that emotion. I listen to what my work says, and my work says you've got a big problem selling under a Bollinger Band. You can normally, if you want to sell, do better than that. Second thing, you had the bearish crossover right here on this, and when you did that, you have gone and now you have made the new lows. This is what the market owed, and that's what it's done since then. So that was a good part as a chartist to see that. The dollar is still, in my opinion, the place to be. It's backed off as it should from staying over the upper band, but it's not bearish in any manner. You still have the higher lows, higher highs. Momentum is still up and the bias is still up. It was overcooked by staying over the upper Bollinger Band, whereas the eurocurrency had been overcooked to the downside. When it was under it, you've had a bounce. In order to tell me on the euro that the downtrend wants to pause or come to an end, you've got to take out last week, not this week, but last week's high right here of 111.17 and a quarter. If that happens, then I can make an argument. Maybe you're going back here where the dollar corrects more and this comes up. Until that occurs, the target is here. Momentum has been going flat, but it's not pointing up. The Canadian dollar is at a big resistance point. You came down 2 weeks ago to the Bollinger Band bottom. Now you're at the Bollinger Band top. No, that is where I think the pros come out, not where they add to long positions. The Japanese government is in favor of the yen going even further lower. They think it benefits their economy. I was reading the central bank comments. They're not worried about this. When you get a bank that's not worried about it, you go down, because who supports it at the end? The bank. They don't want to support this. But you have 3 weeks in a row under the lower band. I'll let another trader carry it. Too difficult of a market, because just a normal correction into the upper band, the lower band, will get you annihilated in that market. In Bitcoin, you're out of the downtrend. You're in a short-term uptrend. Higher lows, higher highs over the 18-week average. You'd have to get back under 37,180 on a weekly chart to negate the uptrend, and it could extend all the way back up here into the 50,000 plus range. When we take a look, let's get to the next chart, of the differential between Brent and WTI. On a weekly basis, this is a new high on the move, 675. So you can see what's going on. It amazes me how the Saudis, I was reading late today, how they are concerned about security measures because they keep getting attacked by these drones and missiles that are being fired at them, and they're suddenly asking the United States for support. Now, am I wrong? Hi there, Mohammed. I need more oil. Oh, Mr. Biden, no, that's not right for us right now. It doesn't make any sense. We're sticking with our OPEC plan. Okay, Mr. Biden, now you're the prince calling. Yes, we need some more protection. And now if I'm President Biden, no, I don't think you need more. I think you got just enough right now. Got the game? That's what should be happening. Haven't heard too much on Iran. We keep hearing how close they are to a deal. It doesn't seem to happen. I pray it doesn't happen. I mean, how can you make the Revolutionary Guard anything but a terrorist organization? And that is a major demand out of Iran. Higher lows, higher highs, right into resistance. You know, again, I'm going to repeat. When you buy over these upper bands, you got to be ready. The market's going to get back within those bands. It's going to do it 95% of the time. WTI, trend up, very clear the trend is up. But you got some divergence. The momentum has been pulling back. That band is a problem for the market. I'm certainly not bearish in any way, energies. Gasoline, the same thing. You're looking at gasoline prices. Chicago, we had, I think it was yesterday, another $1 million giveaway. So you get up to $50 a car for your tank. You pull up. The lines are blocks long. We had 50 gas station areas doing it. Willie Nelson in Chicago, who is one of the people that keeps running for, be it a Senate office, for senator, for mayor, whatever. He's a well-known philanthropist, and the gentleman keeps doing it, and his name is well known here. So you put that all together, you get game plans, and that's where I come in. I want to be your go-to chart guy in the morning. So if you have an idea on charting, I want you to be able to look at charts like these, see what I do. Monday through Friday, I typically record my video 5:30 to 5:40 in the morning. That's when I start it. Grab your coffee, because right after about 6:15, it's posted. And I'm going to cover for you the fundamentals and what's going on. On Saturdays, you'll see that I do weekly charts, same thing, but only the long-term weekly charts. So you can look at how this works on your desktop. We'll give you a free app so you can look at it on your phone. You can look at it on tablets. We have special video reports that come up. How do you get it? It's really simple. Just go to our website, www.iraepstein.com. Go there. You can also, at any point, take your cursor, move it right up here, click on the link. You don't have to worry, where is the website? It'll take you right to the area to sign up for everything in a way that you go. Go to research, though. That is the area where all of this information is located. I'm Ira Epstein. You have a great day, and I will talk to you all come Monday.